For generations, the Middle East has dreamed of unity, a powerful nation stretching from the Sahara to Persia, bound by shared history and culture. But this dream threatens global powers who profit from the region's division. A united Middle East would control vast resources and set its own terms, upending the world order. To prevent this, outside forces have fueled rivalries, imposed sanctions, and kept the region fractured. The instability we see is no accident, it's the result of a deliberate campaign to keep the dream of unity out of reach. The story of the modern Middle East is a struggle against this imposed division, a war fought with politics, economics, and propaganda as much as with weapons. The war on Middle Eastern progress is clearest in the campaign to block nuclear technology. Western powers claim to fear weapons, but the real threat is technological independence. Strikes like Israel's attack on Iraq's Osirak reactor and the sabotage of Iran's nuclear program are part of a strategy to keep the region dependent and weak. Nations are punished for seeking self-sufficiency, while others are allowed nuclear arsenals without question. This double standard fuels instability and resentment, ensuring the region remains a consumer, not a creator, of technology. The suppression of knowledge, justified as stability, only breeds more chaos and keeps the dream of a modern, independent Middle East distant. In this war, ordinary people pay the highest price. Attacks on infrastructure, power plants, water facilities, bridges, cripple daily life and make survival a struggle. In Gaza and elsewhere, hospitals and schools are destroyed, and even aid workers are targeted, as seen in the killing of World Central Kitchen staff in 2024. This isn't collateral damage. It's a strategy to break the will of the people and force dependence on foreign aid. Trauma and fear are used as weapons, turning populations against leaders who seek independence. International accountability is rare, and powerful nations shield their allies, creating a culture where civilian suffering is just another tool of control. For millions, this means their lives are expendable in the global power game. Regime change is a subtler weapon used to keep the Middle East in check. It starts with propaganda, painting leaders as monsters, then moves to funding and arming opposition groups, often extremists. Libya in 2011 and Syria in 2024 are examples. Foreign-backed uprisings led to chaos, not freedom. Promises of democracy vanish, replaced by civil war and failed states. The real goal is to remove uncooperative governments and warn others not to challenge foreign interests. This constant threat forces leaders to comply, keeping the region weak and divided. The cycle of intervention and instability ensures no independent power can emerge. The petrodollar system is the ultimate tool of control. By requiring oil to be traded in US dollars, the system ties the region's wealth to American interests. Oil-rich elites profit, but the region's economic fate is bound to Washington. Leaders who challenge this, like Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi, are swiftly removed. The petrodollar prevents the Middle East from using its resources for regional development, funneling wealth into Western banks instead. Economic independence is punished and financial dependency is enforced without a single soldier. Breaking these golden chains is essential for true sovereignty, but it's also the most dangerous step. Imagine a future where unity is achieved. A leader emerges, exposing foreign manipulation and forging a new identity based on solidarity. Oil wealth rebuilds war-torn nations, and scientists collaborate across borders to create a technological powerhouse. A regional development bank funds infrastructure, and a joint defense pact deters foreign aggression. Freed from conflict, the region invests in education, healthcare, and innovation. Culture flourishes, and a new renaissance begins, honoring ancient traditions while building a confident future. This vision is not fantasy, it's a real possibility, waiting for the courage to make it real. The dream of a united, peaceful Middle East is within reach. The leader who can realize this vision must embody justice, compassion, and humility. They would heal sectarian wounds, unite diverse communities, and promote a discourse of respect and brotherhood. Their foreign policy would be one of neutrality and positive engagement, forging an independent path. At home, they'd build accountable institutions, fight corruption, and invest in education to free minds from colonial legacies. Living simply and serving the people, This leader would earn genuine loyalty and wield moral authority stronger than any army. Such leadership could unite millions in the shared project of building a better world. A united Middle East could finally break free from raw material dependency. By trading oil in a new regional currency, the bloc would reclaim economic sovereignty and end artificial demand for the dollar. Wealth would fund industrialization, advanced refineries, and a shift to renewable energy, making the region a leader in clean technology. Investment in education and research would reverse the brain drain and unleash innovation. Prosperity would be shared, with universal healthcare, free education, and support for small businesses. This economic transformation would eliminate poverty and hopelessness, fueling stability and growth. The Middle East could become a global model of sustainable, equitable development. The path to unity is hard. Outside powers will resist, sowing division and conflict. But hope endures in the region's youth, culture, and shared resilience. Real change must come from within, as people recognize their true adversaries are not each other, but those who profit from their division. A new generation of leaders, teachers, artists, entrepreneurs, must build trust and bridges from the ground up. The future is unwritten. It can be another chapter of conflict or a new epic of unity and peace. The choice belongs to the people of the Middle East. The world has seen their suffering, now it's time to witness their triumph.